I was in the hallway of a radio station when it hit me. You are an artist. And I thought, why would that even get into my head and heart? Because I knew I was weird, and I decided in the moments before that I was going to prove it. To prove my weirdness. But why was I weird? Why was I wearing the clothes that I was? Why was I wearing my hair long? What was I really trying to project here? I'm an artist, a creative. Creativity is my addiction. Unplugged because we will always say yes to creativity, totally uncut because we all make mistakes, so turn it into a tool. This is Arroe Unplugged. Oh, I think this could be heavy. I hope you're feeling strong today because just the opening statement is going to make you go, should I stay here for this junk or should I just move on? Because we have that power these days. What do they say? Most people decide to stay on a YouTube page for 5 seconds and then boop, we're off to the next song. The building of a new day while holding on to the daily disciplines of moments already past. The building of a new day while holding on to the daily disciplines of moments already past. George Takei of Star Trek Legacy explained to Howard Stern that we are constantly evolving. Who we were a week ago isn't who we are today. The food that we eat, which I happen to like chicken, well, it becomes a part of me, and I become a part of it. We are so eager to take note of the wildlife around us in our everyday world, but rarely do we ever want to study the placing of that animal inside us. What's keeping us alive? To live a life of being whole, that means to embrace all things moving around us and through us. George, being a Buddhist, truly believes in rebirth. Upon the moment of transition, the roots of a mighty tree cradle our energy and we become a part of that tree while holding on to the things that we planted inside our bodies. A deep thought. Awareness at a new level. The next step. The question is, where will you end up? Does anyone know of their life before this one? This is why dogs are so protective of their humans. Hey, it's Arroe. This is The Daily Mass, a chronological walk through an everyday world. I am a daily writer. There's always something in the universe that we can just reach out there and pick it and place it on a page. There's always something in the universe that we can write about. This is The Daily Mess. When I come to these pages, my skills as a better listener are sharpened. There are too many distractions in this world that which we live in. A simple thought is constantly lost. That one moment that might have been the icebreaker. I find amazing peace sitting with the warmth of silence. Sadly, though, the voices inside my head and heart get much louder. They all want to be heard. They want physical evidence of their existence. We always hear about the importance of the eye of a needle. Just as expressive is the tip of a writing instrument. What will make it to this page and why? Learning to trust the mental behaviors of a creative mind is an endless task. It's accepting evolution. It allows the spirit of movement to find its voice. I will not become a tiger or a monkey this lifetime. Nope, not going to happen. But mentally and spiritually, we are what they make of us. But are you listening? This is why I write. Sounds saved for later use. Who are you in this moment of now? Do you feel like an animal? Do you feel like a beast? Do you feel like that maybe you're a timid little snake or a timid little mouse and you're just hiding from society? Who are you in your right now? Be honest with yourself. Look in that rearview mirror. Look in the mirror. Look in your smartphone. You're about ready to take a selfie. Ask the question. Who am I right now? I don't feel like a tiger. I don't feel like a monster. Not in this moment of now. But what I feel like is I've got the ambition of my dog Jazzy, a pointer. How she can plant her nose in every single leaf on this planet to find things out is just inspiring to me. And I'm not the only dog owner that talks about this. Dogs love to search. They seek. They have knowledge. They can smell things from years ago. I want to hold that power. But is the dog my totem animal? I don't think so. I'm a bird guy. I love birds. I love seeing the hawk and the owl. I love to listen to the jazz that all birds create in a moment of now. But does that mean that the bird world has accepted me as one of their own? Who are you right now? If George Takei of Star Trek talks about this evolution that we all go through, who you are today and who you are tomorrow could be a different animal. Which is the reason why I love reading books like Animal Speak or books that feature totem animals. The reason being because I'm going to be visited today. But what does that visitation mean in the process of spiritually growing forward? I'll never forget the day a very strict Christian woman looks at me. She says, "Where do you go to church?" I stood there, I smiled, and I knew in my heart, in that moment of now, that my answer was either going to be accepted or she was going to challenge it. And I said, "Well, Miss May, the forest is my church because I go into this forest to learn what nature is willing to share with me, and it's not the human word. I go there to feel the energy of all things, including the trees and the rocks, the slow-moving stream, the tall grasses, the little squirrels that are always burying things. But why? Only to look at my life and say, well, you do the same. It's just not into the earth. You put it in closets, in the garage." She didn't argue with me. She said, "Okay, I'm glad you're here. Miss May, who are you right now? What do you feel like? Where is your energy source coming from? Is it an animal? Is it a meteorite? Is it the breeze? Is it the limb with no leaves in the center of winter? Who are you?" I'm Arroe, and that's the Daily Mess.